you won't be this young forever. And I know oftentimes social media makes you feel that you're behind, that you're not doing as well as this guy on Instagram who's bought his parents a house at the age of 18. That makes you question what you're doing. Maybe I'm not working hard enough. One thing I would say to that is social media doesn't always show you the full story. So don't be gullible and naive to believe everything you see. It used to mess me up. I used to look at social media and obsessively look into these people and why they're so ahead of me, and it made me anxious, and it made me lose sight of what I was doing. Comparison, as they say, is the thief of joy. And what was unfair was that I was comparing my circumstances to somebody else's. And like I said, I didn't know the full story. I just believed everything they were showing me. Oh, 18, Lamborghini. Oh, I must be not doing enough. You know, and it just causes you to unnecessarily experience anxiety. And I say unnecessarily because I didn't need to put myself through that much stress. You're exactly where you need to be. If you're 14, 15, 16, all the way up to 21, 22, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're still young as shit. And you're supposed to be confused about the future as well. If you knew exactly how your life would pan out, life would lose its sense of meaning as well. If you knew exactly what would happen at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, I mean, there would be nothing to look forward to anymore. You know exactly what's going to happen. But the fact that you don't know, and you're like, I wonder what next year is going to hold for me, and the year after. That's what's exciting. It's the pursuit, the uncertainty that tomorrow brings. I wonder how good I could really get. Go on an adventure. Try things out. Discover where your strengths lie. Don't try and be someone else. I want to be this dropshipper. Well, unless you're actually interested in it and you want to give it a go, great. But don't feel like you need to follow this guy's career path because he's 18 and he has a Lambo. Like I said, you don't know the full story. It could be a rented Lambo. It could be his dad's Lambo. You don't know. It could be genuine. I mean, that's also a possibility. But if we're being honest, a lot of these young dudes on Instagram don't have real life experience. They've never had a job. So for them to suddenly have a Lambo at 18, it's a little bit suspicious. So there's no need to work yourself up and get stressed. But how come he has that? I wouldn't look into that. There's a very popular personal development coach who sadly passed away in 2009. He's arguably the greatest personal development coach of all time. His name was Jim Rohn. He said, there are certain things that you don't need to look into. And he phrased it as, I wouldn't take that class. I wouldn't look into that. Some of you guys, you're so stressed about why your date didn't go according to plan. Maybe you were out on a date with a girl, and then after the date, everything breaks down and she doesn't message you again. And you're there sitting there thinking, what did I do wrong? Did I say something? I wouldn't take that class. I wouldn't look too deeply into it. Keep things moving. The dots. Steve Jobs said this, you cannot connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. You need time to go by for you to look back and connect the dots. Right, this had to happen, I took this class when I was 15, and then this led to this at the age of 16, and eventually you'll arrive at a certain point. But remember this, young fellas, success is not a destination. There's a guy by the name of Earl Nightingale. He defines success as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. As long as you're progressing at something that brings you fulfillment, you're a success. Success isn't having a Lamborghini in the garage, as nice as that is. We all want nice cars, right? That's a consequence of you becoming valuable to the marketplace. When you get really good at something, people will open their checkbooks and offer you a lot of money. But you cannot be entitled and think, well, I deserve success. You know, do you though? Do you even know what you're talking about? You need to go out there and get real life experience. When you improve, you can ask for more money. So you'll get there eventually, my brothers. I've been there. I know how you feel. You're confused, but maybe this confusion is alarming. Maybe I need to do something about this confusion. Just keep moving forward. I'm not telling you to be lazy and just sit on your ass and eventually one day something will work out. No. Go out there, read books, watch YouTube videos, listen to podcasts. Make sure that you focus more so on action, though. If you learn something, apply it, right? Focus more on the implementation rather than just mindlessly consuming the content. But if you're doing everything you can do, you're learning, you're applying, you're learning, you're applying, give yourself time. You don't plant the seed for a huge redwood tree or an oak tree today and then come back the next day and say, hey, where's the tree at? They'll come and take you away. They'll be like, this guy ain't right in the head, right? Things need time. You need time. You can't get mad at the world for things taking time. It's just the way things are. And you know what? You should enjoy the process of things building. I enjoyed seeing my channel go from 50 to 100 subscribers to 200 to 300 to now 20,000 plus, which I'm so grateful for. I was immersed in the process. If someone handed me 1 million subscribers straight away, I'd almost feel a little bit dirty because of it. Like, I didn't earn this. Someone gave me this. I didn't work hard for it. I wouldn't appreciate it. It's the same way if someone gave you $1 million. Yeah, you'd take it. Don't get it twisted. You'd take the money. But a part of you would feel that if someone asked you, so how did you get $1 million? You've done a great job. You've got a nice house, nice car. You'd almost feel ashamed to say how you got the money or how you were able to live this lifestyle. Jim Rohn said, set a goal to become a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve it. The process, young men, will turn you into the man that you need to be. Focus on the process. If you're just starting off in jiu-jitsu, you're going to be crap. You're going to get choked the fuck out. People are going to throw you around. But eventually, it'll be harder for them to do that. And you'll be throwing people around and choking them the fuck out, right? So give yourself the time to become dangerous. Even when it comes to business. In the beginning, you don't know what you're doing. You're wasting money on certain things that you don't need to waste money on. I mean, you're inexperienced. I've talked about this before, the stages of competence. There's 4 stages of competence. And, I've spoken about this in different videos. The ultimate stage that you want to get to is unconscious competence, where you're just, it's second nature for you. You know what you're doing. In the beginning, the first stage is unconscious incompetence, meaning I don't know what I don't know. I'm brand new to this shit. So I need to get really good. I need to learn as much as possible, educate myself on this skill set before I even ask for any money. Eliminate this entitlement. I want money now, Ali. You're 16, 17, 18. Eliminate that entitled mindset. That's what 5-year-olds do. Mum, I want the lolly now, I want the ice cream now. You're not 5 years old anymore. Okay? And one thing I want to end on saying is this. Enjoy being young. You won't be young forever. Be present. It's not all about work, work, work. Work is important. But don't forget to enjoy being 15, enjoy being 16, enjoy being 17. This won't be forever. I mean, I'm 28 now, guys. Turning 29 in a few months. I remember when I was 16, like it was yesterday. Where has the time gone? If there's one thing if I could go back in time and I would say to my younger self, it's be more present. Enjoy being 16 and 17 and not knowing what the fuck to do with your life. Just have fun, man. Play football late at night. Stay up with your boys, play Xbox or PlayStation. There's times for the books, right? There's a time for that. There's times to listen to podcasts and stuff like that. And, you can definitely do those things. And I encourage that you do those things. The earlier, the better, of course. But don't feel this burden to become enormously successful at 17, 18, 19, 20, right? You've got to give yourself the time to become great. It takes 6 months to build a Rolls Royce. And it takes about 48 to 72 hours to build some of the cheap cars. That just goes to show. It takes time to have the good shit. Right? Be okay with time. Be time's best friend. Tell yourself, you know what? I will do this as long as I need to. It will happen when it happens. But I'm going to show up and I'm going to work on my craft every single day. And I'm going to be present. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be around my boys. I'm going to enjoy life. All right? Hopefully this video has provided you with some comfort. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, comment. Let me know what you think down below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Peace.